better job in the second half of limiting his offensive capability of getting to the mid-range game.
That old rivalry is renewed here in New York City. The Bulls and the Knicks. The Bulls trying to start 6-0 for the first time since 1996. We'll have it for you coming up.
Who's brought stripes and bright stars through a perilous fight? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. That was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled
Bulls basketball on Chicago Sports Network is brought to you in part by Toyota. Visit your Chicagoland Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Gratitude, made for your brain. Calabos, create tomorrow, start today, financial well-being accessible to all. And by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
now, please welcome the Chase Reader Unlimited starting lineup in your New York Knicks. At forward, that's 17 from Kentucky, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. At forward, that's 6'7" from Indiana, number 8, O.C. Anunoby. At center, at 17 from South Ohio, Louisiana, number 23, Mitchell Robinson. At guard, at 6'6" from Villanova, number 25, McKay Bridges. And at guard, at 6'2" from Villanova, number 11, Jalen. The head coach of your New York Knicks, Mike Brown. Let's play ball. Give me the starting lineups presented by Old National Bank with Buzelis, Okoro, Vucevic, Giddey, and Trey Jones for the Bulls. Anunoby, Robinson, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson for New York. Really should include Ben Stiller and Spike Lee in the Knicks lineup. K.C. Johnson, just as famous as those guys, standing by with some news on Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, big loss for the Bulls tonight, Wayne. Io is out with a thigh contusion. Billy Donovan said he will be day-to-day and look for Dalen Terry or Javon Carter to enter the rotation in his absence. But one thing that will help the Bulls guard rotation, which has been lights out through 5 games, is Josh Giddey continuing to attack the rim. He's averaging a career-high 6.8 free throw attempts this season. He told me he just got tired of shooting that floater and realized he's a big body. If he goes all the way to the rim, usually good things happen, guys.
Well, certainly good things happened, Stacey, the other night against the Knicks. Nearly a triple-double, a career-high 32 points. He was incredible.
Well, this is not surprising with Josh. You know this guy is capable of floating around with a triple-double. He's going to probably lead the league in triple-doubles this year. And with his ability now, understanding he's 6'8", he can get to the rim and finish with some of the best of them. I'm telling you right now, man, look out for the rest of the league.
We are ready to go here at Madison Square Garden with the Bulls and the Knicks. Played the other night at United Center, part of the Emirates NBA Cup. The Bulls won by 10. They're 5-0. The Knicks trying to break a 3-game losing streak here after having their first 2 victories at home. They went on the road to Miami, Milwaukee, and Chicago. They lost all 3. Anunoby trying to back his way in.
Well, one of the things we did in Chicago was they tried to exploit matchups on the pick and roll. Whenever they got the switch that they wanted, they went inside to the bigger offensive player.
The Knicks don't get a lot of points in the paint. The Bulls do. And Brunson, he was able to get that whistle, but he also came up limping afterward.
Well, he just got a legal screen that time by Isaiah Bull. That time the officials called it.
Well, the bigger concern might be what happened with Brunson. He does not seem to be feeling well as he goes up to court.
And I'll tell you what, he's one of the toughest guys in the league. He turned his ankle a couple of games ago against Milwaukee. Thought he was going to be out for a little bit, but he's back.
He's grabbing at his left leg. We'll keep an eye on Jalen Brunson as the Knicks move the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Brunson whizzes by Jones. Goes up off the rim. The putback doesn't go. The Bulls have a chance for their first bucket tonight. Giddey leads the offense. Buzelis in the corner. 3 is off the mark. Anunoby scored the first basket for the Knicks. Almost had that one. But a rebound floats to Giddey. Buzelis pushing. Lost his momentum toward the basket. Still forced the shot up, and it's out of bounds.
He's looking for that call. They didn't give him some calls the other night when he went to the basket. And again, he's a second-year player. He's going to have to earn that respect from the officials. This guy keeps going to the basket.
Make them put the onus on the official to make those calls.
Carl Anthony Towns got covered over by Okoro. Out the wing, it's a three. It's Bridges that bumps it out. And Vucevic grabs the rebound for the Bulls.
Sometimes good help with Trey Jones inside, but Okeanobi that time. Good support by the Bulls defense.
Giddey was just outstanding the other night. 32 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Vucevic usually good against the Knicks, but pickpocketed by Anunoby. And OG Anunoby, also one of the great defensive players in the league in terms of getting steals. Couldn't finish the bucket, though. Here's a three. It's Giddey. The Bulls are on the board.
Yeah, you keep an eye on Josh Giddey. He just loves playing against the Knicks. He loves playing here at Madison Square Garden. He's got some really good numbers, and he's in his own days in Oklahoma City.
Giddey's shooting 45% from three so far this year, way above his career norm. Since Bridges into the paint, falling away, rattles out, but he'll be at the line. Our Hyundai Fast Break brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers from Vazelis.
It starts on the defensive end. They were able to get the missed shot and get an off the run. You see 4 red jerseys. Bulls with numbers, and Giddey says, take that with you. Bang, bang, bang. And I thought that was a turning point in this game. You know, with the Bulls being able to get out and basically in a track meet. You know, New York was not ready to be going up and down and playing at that type of pace. They want to slow it down. And you can see here in the early going, by going into the post, getting guys in foul trouble, they're able to slow the game down and make it a half-court game. But how long can they maintain that style of play?
Well, it was 135, 125 at the UC the other night. It was the first time, really, the Bulls have faced a team that was making threes against them. That's not mattering anyway. The Bulls figured out a way to win regardless. Vucevic trying to back down. Robinson falls away and misses the jumper. Brunson skies for the rebound. Bridges finds Brunson on the back end, and that's a three.
He walked right in there in transition. Bulls got back eventually, but they didn't account for Jalen Brunson coming in with a trail jump shot.
Knicks off to a good start. Zealous with a nice flip to Vucevic. Draws it. Zealous went over his head, behind his back for that pass.
It's a nice little two-man game between the two bigs. Again, Bucella's showing the ability to get to the rim, off the bounce, and then the creativity to drop that pass off to Vooch. He finds himself at the free throw line.
Vucevic had a strong game the other night against the Knicks. He's had 29 career double-doubles against New York. That is the most among any active player. And 3 straight games scoring at least 20 points against the Knicks.
It became a huge down stretch for the Bulls in order for them to pull away and win that game. They went to the basket, got a three-point play, hit a three-point shot, and it came up huge.
Got nicely in the second half. New York made a run at him. Bulls ready to pull away. Pulled away with a couple of threes early.
Well, this is very similar to the game the other night. The Knicks got off to a really good start. The Bulls just weathered their storm.
Here's a corner three. It's Okoro, and that one
yes. And he's got to hit that shot. As you can see, Carl Anthony Towns is guarding him. He took the drive away that time and made Okoro shoot that shot. He's got to make that shot. Good shot. Good start right now.
Now both teams 2 for 3 from long range. Anunoby lost to Giddey, poked it out into the backcourt. Shot clock now at 5 for Anunoby. Trying to whiz by Vucevic. The kick out is taken away. Trey Jones, another steal. Buzelis on the fast break. Lost it. Okoro cleans it out. Timeout, New York. The Bulls race right back to tie it up early.
It was a good fast break. Again, defense getting your offense going. And here's Boots going up. Thought he got fouled. Didn't call it, but there's Isaac right there. Roll Razors here. A remix of the team's first city jersey. This year's version returns with a bold new look. Jerseys in the full retail collection will be available starting November 11th. Mark that down on the calendar. Learn more at bulls.com/titties. Oh, we got the Bet 360 players. Oh, let's do it. There it is.
Bet 365 to score 30 points. Brunson already with a couple of threes on his way. Brunson had 29 in the game on Friday against the Bulls. He's hit 30 or more 7 times in his career against the Bulls. Of course, out of Stevenson High School in Lincolnshire. I remember watching one of his high school games. Maybe I'm just getting old. You think that could be it?
Yeah, that could be it,
Yeah,
Wayne.
that's unfortunate.
Well, I've seen him since I've known him since he was like 8 years old. So
well, you got me there.
yeah, I got you there. I remember he used to come up to the Burto Center when his dad was a player and work out. Him and Chris Collins, and he's now the coach at Northwestern and working out with some of the guys, getting around all these veteran guys.
That's a three. Carl Anthony switches back. Pat, who looked hobbled the other night, it's his first basket of this one. We'll see if he has a little bit more of his lower body with him tonight. Getting bouncing off the defender on Anunoby, but missed short.
Kevin Herter checking in the game now.
Brunson stops and pops with Herter in front of him. He misses the three. Now the rebound for Josh Giddey, who brings it up the floor for the Bulls. Bulls in their fast-paced offense, they have scored like crazy to start the year, averaging 122 a game, shooting 50% from the field so far. Bazelis with a little mini Euro step, missed it though. Vucevic gets the tip back and the three.
Give me the high sauce. That was a credit to Modest keeping that ball alive.
Bulls have gone shot for shot with the Knicks so far. Towns the kick out on Anunoby the three. That one rattles out. A rebound, though, fell to Bridges. That was a rebound that seemed like the Bulls should have had.
Well, they should have had that kind of guy partner there.
Long three. That was from Midtown.
Well, I tell you what, he can shoot the three. You got to honor him. Yeah, we saw him the other night. We didn't think he had the explosiveness that he normally had. He had a hard time getting to the basket. Bulls right now are complaining that the Knicks are reaching in and hitting them on their hands and the wrist as they go up. There's a deep three.
You can see him in the replay. He was so far back.
He has something on his hand there. He's smelling to see if it's okay. I don't know.
Smelling hot sauce.
I just don't know. All these hand gestures there when you make the three is like, oh my goodness.
Towns has had some really good games against the Bulls over the years, including a game when he was with the Knicks last November. He had 46 points, most ever by a Knick against the Bulls.
There you
Range
go.
a three.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang.
That's your guy, Red Velvet.
Oh, red velvet, silky red, whatever you want to call him. He's just been shooting the ball lights out, averaging double figures off the bench. Been having a really solid year this year.
He hasn't really made as many threes as usual, but that gets going. Still a lot of ceiling for Herter this year, and he's been going strong anyway. Giddey after his steal sets up Herter. Another three. That one too long. Rebound falls to Brunson. Brunson on the run by Herter. Lays it off the
That's not too fooled by his size. He plays much bigger and stronger than he is.
Jam it in the game for the Knicks, trying to guard Giddey, leaving Herter wide open under the basket.
That was a smart play that time by Kevin Herter. He recognized that he had Jalen Brunson on him and immediately attacked him and dove cut him and found a good pass by Josh Giddey.
Third assist for Giddey, already filling up the box score as he did Friday. Josh Hart in the game for the Knicks. We didn't see much of him on Friday. Hart's been battling injuries as well. He takes this one inside, trying to kick it out. Williams got a hand on it and he stole it. Giddey sends it down low to Okoro, trying to move it out. Brunson wrapped it. Brunson running with Herter. Williams behind. Call it goaltend.
I'll take that goaltend. Good effort by Patrick Williams, hustling back after the turnover. Here it is right now. Watch Brunson put that body into him like a running back. And it just a little bit late by Patrick Williams as it hits the glass, but good effort by P-Dub.
Jalen Brunson has half of the Knicks' 20 points already.
Well, and you expected him to come out and play better here in New York. He just something about playing the guard for him. He does a really good job.
Giddey snuck away but missed the three. As Towns grabs the rebound from his own teammate Bridges. An energetic first quarter. The Knicks back on their home court after a 3-game losing streak on the road against the undefeated Bulls at 5-0. Hart thought about it, takes it closer, and now the pull-up hits for Hart.
Yeah, I was in Florida. You want him to make a couple of threes before you rush out there and run him off the spot. He's much better off the bounce.
Knicks have 8 points in the paint already, only averaging 38 a game this year.
Nice move.
Okoro popped it in.
And that's where you're starting to see him get a little bit more comfortable now. He's knocking down his little corner three, and he can get to the basket and finish and get some more confidence off the bounce.
Most offense we've seen from Okoro. He's 3 for 3 from the field. He has 7 points.
He's like he traveled.
And Towns gets away with it, and it's out of bounds off the Bulls.
But I tell you, Towns, boy, he flops around there, boy.
The guy be flopping around. He's a big cat.
He ain't lying. You gotta watch him. He catch a two-piece. I ain't talking about chicken.
No.
So he's coming out now, so.
Lucille will come in for New York.
He hit a three the other night. You gotta pay attention to him.
Shamet gets the ball back. Shamet takes it inside. Like a Bull might have gotten a hand on it. It's tipped out to Bridges. He keeps it alive. Brunson runs the baseline, skips past the defenders, and gets fouled.
That's one of those 50-50 balls the Bulls have to come up with. Can't give this team second chance opportunities, especially when they're missing shots in the initial shots. You don't want to give them those second chance opportunities. But I like the energy the Bulls have come out with here in the first quarter.
Just a quick trip here to New York. That inbound pass goes into Shamet. Disrupted the play. Williams stops and pops a three. Off the mark as Josh Hart leaps for the rebound. Both Hart and Towns look a lot healthier today than they did Friday. Restful weekend since. Phillips is all over Hart. Shot clock at 8 as Hart is able to finally get rid of it. Williams gets screened. Shamet now with Jalen Smith on him. Feeds Hart. Shot clock winding. Hart has to throw it up, and it's off the mark. Defense by the Bulls.
Yeah, you got to also KYP, know your personnel. Make Josh Hart make some shots.
Sticks for three. It's off the mark from the top. He was open. Brunson battles with Trey Jones.
And he couldn't get that one to roll. Well, he had Michigan's contact, where he is not afraid.
Not as Trey Jones, for that matter. Here's Phillips missing widely. As Shamet grabs the loose ball for New York. It's Brunson and Jones battling again. This time Brunson wins with the left hand. Brunson a solid first quarter. He has 12 points.
Right here, driving to the left, finishes strong.
Can turn to you for help with car accidents and slip and fall injuries. What are those, crampons? You never know. 312-6-million. Injury law made personal. That's Aiken Law. Head to United Center November 4th. That's Tuesday. The Bulls face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. Presented by AT&T. Take home the first Derrick Rose collectible figurine while supplies last. Grab your seats now. Bulls.com/tickets. Another upstart in the Eastern Conference. The Sixers coming to Chicago Tuesday night.
Well, and also they're bringing along Joel Embiid slowly. It's not like he's playing 40 minutes a night, but that backcourt of Maxey and Edgecombe is really, really playing well, and they're establishing themselves as a backcourt to watch out for. For a rookie, Edgecombe, I'm telling you, not only does he score offensively, he gets after you on the defensive end too.
Well, he's the early front runner for Rookie of the Year. Although it's still a long way to go for all that to be decided. But an impressive start, certainly, for Edgecombe and the Sixers. Herter off the run, the catch and shoot three off the mark. Let's take more catch and shoot threes than any team in the NBA so far. Brunson, the kick out pass in the corner, an open three. You catch and shoot, but it was a miss from Deuce McBride.
So the Knicks had 7 fast break points total on Friday night. They got 9 here in the early going. They're looking to push the pace as well.
Lucille with a serious reach in on Trey Jones.
Like every 2 times out there just cutting up people. On the ball, too. Carefully watch, goes in. Falls on that ball on the side. We talked about this with the Bulls, during preseason and start of the regular season. The one thing that can derail any team is injuries. You got to keep guys healthy. But the one thing the Bulls have going for them is they are so deep that they've got guys ready to play.
Bulls have certainly been able to spread out their offense in the first 5 games. Shot clock at 5. Jones lost his dribble for a moment. Shot clock now running out as Phillips attacks, sends it out. Williams gets the shot off, and it's no good.
The shot clock was.
It seemed like it. The Bulls don't have Dosunmu tonight. That's a huge loss for that second team off the bench. Robinson battles for the loose ball here. Sends it to Shaman, a three. It's good.
How to get those 50-50 balls right now. I got to make sure I'm taking advantage of that.
So 5 for 9 from three-point range. The Bulls so far this year have allowed a very low percentage from three. Some of that probably luck, but New York has shot a lot better these 2 games they played against the Bulls. McBride got fouled by Herter. That's 2 fouls for him here in the first. He's 2 fouls in the last 2 minutes for the Bulls. Minute 10 remaining here in the first. For all this run and gun from the Knicks, they're only up by 7.
And that's all. If you're the Bulls coming in here playing in Madison Square Garden, you want to stay close. You don't want them to get on one of these patented runs, get the crowd involved. Just stay close, and then you try to wear this team down as the game goes along.
This place is packed. Marathon Sunday here in New York, so the city was vibrant even for its own vibrant. It was even more vibrant today.
Well, you see that kind of red velvet, look like red cement. He was trying to send a message here. I'm not going to go through that screen. I'm going to go right through your chest. As he just barreled right through Jalen Brunson.
The Herter in foul trouble here early. That's 3 fouls already in the first quarter. The Bulls, 5 team fouls, and 3 of them on Herter. It's Brunson at the line now in the bonus. Good first quarter for Jalen Brunson. He has 13. Whatever leg injury popped up at the very beginning of this game, he has shaken off.
Bulls Nation, bring the whole family out to United Center with family ticket packs presented by BMO. Ticket packs include a ticket, a hot dog, chips, and a drink on select games. Learn more and buy tickets now at bulls.com/family.
That's a real-life Chicago dog, too, not one of these street hot dogs here in Manhattan.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why those 3 hot dogs ain't too bad. Don't sleep on New York out here now.
You gotta get the gyro. That's what you really need.
Don't get me the thin style pizza again.
Jones gets blocked.
There you go.
Right there.
That's what I have to see more of the Bulls. Small forward, power forward, center. You've got to crash the boards on the offensive end. They've been doing a really good job in preseason of that.
The screen hits the three. What a first quarter for Jalen Brunson. He has 17.
Well, they're putting the ball in his hands. You know, there were times in that game on Friday that he was an off ball. He played off the ball.
Jones trying to hit it over. Robinson. Williams missed the dunk. Knicks are running again. McBride leading the offense, now slowing it down. York has shot a whopping 60% from three here in the first.
Well, it reminds me of that fourth quarter. I mean, they got back in the game by making threes.
Brunson has had a first quarter takeover. Couldn't get two more. Now the Bulls should have the last shot here. Under 10 seconds. Buzelis races it to the basket. Off the window for two.
I don't know what he has to do to get a foul. That time he got fouled all the way going to the rim.
2 seconds, and there is a foul on the baseline.
Yeah, but you know, again, you call that, but you're not calling the Bulls going to the basket. You got to kind of balance it out a little bit.
On the sideline, it was Trey Jones saying, well, Brunson bumped into me, but here's Buzelis.
He's right here. He's going to go to the basket. See, there, Anobi fouls him before he gets the shot up, and then he gets banged going to the basket.
Bulls down by 8. Brunson is at the free throw line, trying to cap off what's been a fabulous first quarter for him. Brunson is averaging 31 a game so far this year.
Well, Wayne, I mean, if you look at the stats right now, I mean, they're shooting 60% from the three, but they're shooting a total of 41%. So the three ball has been very kind to them. They're 11 to 27 from the field. So if you're the Bulls, you're Billy Donovan right now, you're telling your guys to stay in the fight, stay in the fight. It's not like they're killing you, but they are making threes. You have to close out to the three-point shooting a little bit better.
Next 6 for 10, and Brunson, big reason why. 156 points in his first 5 games this year. That's the second most in Knicks history. Bernard King, the record set in the mid-80s.
Well, 19 in the first quarter.
Buzelis almost got it. That's it for the first 12 minutes, and it was Jalen Brunson's show here at Madison Square Garden. Brunson dominated, helped the Knicks to a 10-point lead after one. It's 34-24, New York. Back to Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks, a 10-point lead over the Bulls. Jalen Brunson, 19 points in the first.
Well, right now he's got it going. He's 6 of 11 from the field, but his teammates are struggling right now. They've only scored. They're 5 of 17. So he's holding the ship down, and they've got a 10-point lead with the way he's playing. the Bulls have to feel good about that, even though they're down 10. Is hey, listen, he's hot right now. Everybody else is cold. Let's get out to these 3-point shooters.
It's brought to you by Lexus Experience. Amazing. Brunson experienced that. The first quarter, who's on the bench now? Who's on Ayo Dosunmu tonight? Dosunmu with a left quad injury, keeping him out. Certainly a big loss for the team. Already missing Kobe White and Zach Collins. Now they've been able to hold off those injuries to go 5-0 to start the year. Asking a lot now to have no Dosunmu on top of it.
Well, it's huge. I mean, Io's having a great season, and where you miss Io at is especially on the offensive end because he's able to get downhill. He's attacking the rim. He puts so much pressure on Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brunson has to defend when he's guarding Io. And Io recognizes it, takes him straight to the basket, and it makes him work, and it slows him down.
Williams trying to go up, but it was fouled by Anunoby. Javon Carter is in the game for the Bulls. His first appearance this season with Dosunmu out, opening the door for Carter.
Well, he had a really good preseason. And the one thing you're going to get out of Javon Carter, he's going to play defense, and he's going to look to score. He's instant offense coming off the bench.
Rookie Noah Senge did not make the trip to New York. He's been assigned to the Windy City team, so he's going to get some experience that way, and not here with the Bulls against the Knicks tonight.
Well, I mean, Billy has a tendency with the younger players is to bring them along slowly. And he'll go down and play in the G League and have opportunities to play a lot of minutes because he's not getting better sitting on the bench. He can't just have a chair watching the TV. He's there to only watch TV. He's got to be playing. He's got to be developing, getting his confidence.
Towns waiting for somebody to do something to help. Holding the ball. Shot clock winding. Clarkson steps back to three. And drains it.
He's won the 6th man of the year, so he's instant offense coming off the bench as well.
Utah in 2021. Jalen Smith tried to get the three back and it ended up falling off. So Towns with the rebound.
Taylor's got to find his rhythm in the 3-point line. He's struggling from the 3-point line so far this season.
And tonight, 25% from three, and he's over 2. This is getting bouncing off Clarkson. He sends it out. Williams open three.
Oh, what a pass. I'll tell you, Josh Giddey's actually for Patrick Williams. Reservation for 3 in the corner. Got Maynard D out there. Who's going to seek this to Williams to make that 3.
Plenty of Maynard D's in this city, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Here's McBride stepping back from Giddey, and that one around and out. Zealous grabs the rebound for the Bulls. Down by 9. Bulls looking for a run here early in the second quarter. Zealous at 3. Fritz out at 3. Big night for Zealous in Sacramento early in the week at 27 points. He only has 6 assists. Got it wrapped up.
A nice find by Josh Giddey in the corner. 3 in the corner pocket. And then again comes in. Knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball, even before the defense does. And right there, I don't know what happened to Jalen Smith.
That was the best tackle I saw all day after watching that Bears game earlier. 47-41.
But they won, though, baby. Take the win any way you can get it.
That's exactly right. Well, Casey Johnson has more. We talked about Senge and his trip to the Windy City Bulls.
Yeah, Wayne, I talked to both Billy Donovan and Noah Senge before he got auctioned down to Windy City about this situation. This is not like a punitive situation, although it's not going to be the same as Matas Buzelis. You know, last year Matas was up and down quite a bit. This sounds like this is going to be a lengthy stay for Noah Senge, and I want to emphasize the franchise is fully committed to this kid. They believe in him. They like how he can impact the game off the ball. What they want him is on-ball situations, and he's just not going to get those at the NBA level as a rookie. He can go down to the G League, get some screen rolls called for him, play with the ball in his hands, and develop that way. So this could be a little bit of a lengthy development project, but they knew that when they drafted an 18-year-old, guys.
Yeah, that's going to be the case for Noah Senge. We'll see how the Bulls do decide to develop him over the next few months. Giddey with the turnaround jumper on.
Josh.
6-point game. Here's a 3. Anunoby, it's good.
Yeah. You got to put him as a 3-point shooter. You cannot come out there and close out slowly on him. He's proven he can knock down that shot consistently now.
He had 5 threes on Friday against the Bulls. has his first tonight. Williams keeps it after it was knocked away. Jalen Smith, a three. That one finally goes.
Maybe his shot is from the sides and more than at the top.
McBride trying to slice through. Clarkson lost it, but he was five. Williams getting called for that foul.
There's Jalen Smith right here, and wide open. Again, you see Cat. They're not really worried about Jalen Smith. See, no one closed out on him. They're like, hey, look at the stats. He's shooting 25% coming in. Make him make some shots.
Made that one. Actually, the last foul was on Carter. His first team's second here in the second quarter. Bulls have made 7 threes. Knicks have made 8. They're 8 to 12 threes. Clarkson in the paint over Giddy.
Tough shot. Good defense. Better offense that time by Jordan Clarkson.
He's only had one game in double digits so far. They're trying to get him going offensively. Carter leaves it for Smith.
There you go. And that's where both him and Boots are very effective when they're riding to the basket off a pick and roll. That's a nice setup by Javon Carter. Here he's going to come off.
And one brought to you by Credit One Bank. Jalen Smith off the feet for
There
Carter.
it is. Good little two-man game screen. And it becomes a 2-on-1 break with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is not going to block your shot. Here he is right there. He plays shoulders down. You see the little cheap little foul right there. Now, if that's Mitchell Robinson, that's a guy who will challenge your shot.
Bulls with 4 assists on 5 made baskets here in the second quarter. They've set a franchise record for the most assists through 5 games in the season.
Well, they're very unselfish. I mean, they really look to get each other involved.
Riches with the 15-footer doesn't go. Rebound for Giddy. He might be on triple-double watch tonight. Here's Smith, a three. That's the second.
That's it. From that side. He's on the left side of the court.
Likes the wings.
With a little hot sauce on him.
That's out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
And you can see the pace turning now with the addition of the Bulls coming off the bench. And what Billy has done, he's keeping Josh out there. He's keeping Buzelis out there. You got 2 starters out there with the reserves and giving them a little time. There's a nice play. Oh, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith normally is in Washington, but he lives in Chicago, but today he's visiting New York.
Welcome to New York City.
That's a nice pass. I tell you, boy, Josh Giddey sets the table nicely for this team. Here it is right here, 2-man game. He says, Mr. Smith, your table's ready. Thank you.
during the Veterans Day game presented by BMO. Grab your tickets now at Bulls.com/tickets. You see Wemby in the house at the UC. The Spurs are undefeated so far despite the Bulls.
I'll tell you what, Wemby might have made the biggest jump from year 1 to year 3. I think visiting those monks taught him some different things. And I tell you, he's got in the weight room, he's stronger. And I'm telling you, that young San Antonio team is now molding around him now. It's a very good young nucleus. There are going to be some problems this year for teams.
If he jumps too high, he's going to hit the ceiling. You better be careful.
I tell you.
Privilege and memorable moment as we see the Bulls trying to start 6-0 for only the second time in franchise history. The 96-97 team, that was the 72 win, don't mean a thing without the ring team.
Yeah.
That started 12-0. They barely lost for about the first 60 games that year.
There was one point I thought they might go undefeated.
They almost did at home. They didn't lose at home until the very last couple of weeks of the season. Karl Anthony Towns tried to bully Smith, and a foul is called. That's got to be on Towns.
Yes. I'll tell you what, that's an offensive foul. You can't do that.
Towns pleading his case. Now the officials are discussing it. What's there to discuss here?
I mean, that's assault on a Sunday afternoon.
What's there to discuss?
Wow.
They going to change that to Smith? Now, Billy Donovan now upset with the officials.
I don't understand how that's not a charge. What is he looking at?
This place has seen a lot of great fights over the years. Seen some WrestleManias too. Towns would fit right in with that crowd after that.
Well, I mean, that was a missed call right there. That was Kevin Cullers called the offensive foul. And I'll tell you what, the underneath official completely missed that one.
But after Bridges fell over.
Yeah, that's a makeup call right there. The ball don't lie. Thank you very much. Bulls, we got you. Basically comes down to it. Because you could have called a foul there. Just a little push there. But they let it get away, and that's the traveling.
I didn't see anything.
Just like we didn't see Towns throw that elbow and get off at the foul.
Ellis at 3. The Bulls
Losing first. He thought he was fouled.
A 10-0 run. It's the first Bulls lead since they're up 3-2. Another foul. This one in the paint against Jalen Smith this time.
Right now, there's the last 3 right here by Buzelis. Again, Giddey just setting the table. He's got 9 assists here in the first half, 4 rebounds, and 5 points. And Buzelis, again, stepping up and, again, taking shots within the flow of the offense. But what you see New York doing right now, Wayne, is like you got Brunson out, and this is the time they go to Cat right now. And that's what they're doing. The last 2 possessions, he's gone down. He's been much more aggressive offensively. So if you're Jalen Smith, you have to anticipate that and know that.
It's a 46-point game Towns had against the Bulls last November, the most ever by a Knicks player against the Bulls. The Bulls record the other way here at the Garden when Michael Jordan scored 55 in just his 5th game back